Oh, welcome back to the museum. As I promised or threatened, I am finishing the series off hopefully this year. As we're still in 2018, so fast forward a few days and we're in harvest now ready. I had to fast forward a bit more to get to dry crop condition. Right, I think we're seeing just about every bit of equipment except for the harvesters. So we're going to do the harvesting, and then that will be it. I shan't bother this tape to sell. I shall just dump them into our own store. Right, first thing I want to do is get the harvester up there, and we're going to start with this. We've got two to choose from. We've got this and we've got the John Deere. I've done the John Deere quite often. I've never actually used this, so we'll give it a go. A Class Matador, apparently. And we have to find a tractor trailer. I'm going to probably use the Ursus. And one of the many trailers we've got. This one here would do, I should imagine. It's got some attached to it, but this one. You don't want to do that, ain't got anything attached to it. We'll have a look at this model in a moment. This is one I've seen several people use, and I've never actually got round to it. That's all my old equipment ones. I know you always use the John Deere tow behind, but we use the self-propelled one first. Just wait for him to get out of the way. I've got a few things to discuss on this one. It'll be one of the last videos I make this year, or shall we say put on to YouTube this year. I'm going to be making some during my break. I don't think it makes too much difference which one we use, so I might do this one. This looks like the bigger one, so this will probably be better for what we're going to do. Better just unfold everything. Yes. All that happens when you unfold, I'll show you. Flap at the top, moves back. I don't want straw, so we will disable the straw. We've seen collecting straw. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I want to do that. We've seen collecting straw quite a bit. I don't think we need to bother with that again. Right, let's see how this thing goes. And we've got some barley here. I wasn't certain what it was. Oh, it looks like about everything runs on this. But on the cruise it'll be a bit easier to control. Haven't used a hell of a lot of 19 just lately. I've got to try and remember how this lot works. Now we have got some barley going into the next field. When I was sowing, I must have had the sowing machine down when I went over that bit there. And there. Well, I don't think we'll worry about that too much. But we've got everything is actually now growing well. We'll get this one done. Next field, straight ahead of us. No, that one we'll do as a little one. And the other we might just leave. Oh. Not going to be too fussed about getting everything, but we're going to try our best. No, this seems to work alright. If we can, yeah, not a bad model actually. Don't ask me where I got it from, I haven't a clue. I'm afraid I'm one of these people who downloads stuff and I think I know where I got it from until it comes to it. Then I can never remember. A lot of these I saw other YouTubers use and thought that looks good, then just googled it. Then tried to find out where the original author would have put it. Not always easy, and I'm afraid failed on a lot of cases, especially on this series. I've been using a lot of odd equipment. Right, some of the things I want to discuss there. The schedule for 2019. First start there'll be 5 videos until the challenge finished, and I can't see it finishing for quite a while. But I'm going to open up, I think, with I haven't really made my mind up. I know Fridays will be Blickling. I'll decide to do this Blickling as my end of the week video. Wednesdays will be Motorsport Manager. Those two are set. I know that Motorsport Manager is probably the least popular of all the series I do, but I enjoy playing. I'm going to be playing it anyway, so I might as well put it onto the channel. The other ones I'm going to do, I think we might open up with Family Farm on Mondays. Now, you will notice a change. I've been busy the last couple of days. As you might have heard, Roy's released the release River Food. Only with that, he's made a few changes, which means my save game wasn't too happy playing with it. So I've been remaking the map, and I've got it roughly the same situation as we were already. But luckily, I've only done 2 episodes. I haven't lost a lot. One or two things that changed. It actually gave me a chance to place stuff where I wanted them this time, instead of where Giants thought they should go. So I'm using the place anywhere. And incidentally, if you use the place anywhere, and I will link to it, for 19, get it from the original author on his GitHub. Don't go to one of these other sites. I know that some of these sites, they have renamed it slightly and it won't work. I know. Good friend Species had a problem with that. They had to rename a place anywhere file for it to be recognised. If you get it from the GitHub, you drop it in as normal, and it works. Alright, so Tuesdays will then be the challenge. Let's say Wednesdays will be Motorsport Manager. How are we doing now? We're getting fairly full. 65%. I'm then going to do a contracting series. Now I'm going to change the map I'm doing that on, but I'm going to do that in story. I'm not a great one for playing Giants map. It's not that I find anything wrong with Giants map, but at the start everybody's using Giants maps. They like to be a little bit different. So I'm actually going to change it over to Maypole. I've got a storyline figured out in my head. There's room for it, some say. Only if they don't mind upsetting me. Now we're going to get most of this in the tank, not all of it, and I'm not going to bother to go up and down. These fields are not big enough, and I've got to get used to going round and round. When I use the tail behind, I will have to go round and round. How we do? 76%, right. Should we actually pick up all the bits and pieces we missed around the edge? Possibly, but go on, we'll pick some of this up here. What I don't want to do is run onto the next field, because I have crop destruction on, as you can see on the field just in the corner there, where I tried to fertilise. These have not had full fertilisation. I don't quite got it all yet. No, I think it must have. Yes, it's better. On these things you don't use the mirrors for anything, as you can see. Look very careful. There's this mirror just there, but middle of the screen now. And there's one the other side. Not a lot to help, to be honest. Yes, and then Friday will be Blickling. And I'm going to keep Blickling going. I'm going to treat that as I treated Aldridge. Just as I enjoy playing the map so much, unless Aldridge brings out Blickling 19, I will continue playing the 17 version. I've never been one to worry too much about popularity, although I was chuffed to see the other day that We were close to 400 subscribers. For me, that's a miracle. Oh, I should back it this way. I shouldn't by rights, but I want to just try and straighten this edge up a bit. And I want to turn it round to... so we've got the pipe back on the outside again. Alright, everything's been good. Up for discussion. Well, I say River Food's been released. SOB, of course, have decided that they're going to get rid of Modern Central, which is one of the go-to mod sites which will no longer be available. They just haven't got the time to work on it. I know that Enzo was telling me the other day that he's getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning for work, and of course by the time he gets home, who wants to spend time looking after a site? But SOB will keep going, and they're talking about Project X. I have a notion what it is, but I won't say any more than that. As we've seen now, the mods and the maps are starting to come out, and now because the scripts have been released, should speed things up a bit. Realimus are getting on with seasons. At the last I saw when I was on the Slack site the other day, they were getting volunteers to help them to convert XML files from 17 to 19. It always has been seasons, not just the core, but they always have got people to help where necessary. Right, we're going to find a... what's the pipe that's there now? Oh, it's gone the wrong way, haven't we? We're just about done this one, so we should get this one done and get the other one done, hopefully. We've got maize to do, and I'm going to do it both ways, chop and harvest. Normally, I'm not going to bother doing any more grass now. Now what do I do with the... there we are. Yes. Just wait for that to start up, then find a trailer. Wait for the little symbol to go out in the HUD to show it's ready for going on, because we have got the alfalfa there. We must see if we can find time to do that as well. I don't expect to do more than about 3 during my holiday for this live. I want to spend some time with the wife. It's only fair. I've spent a lot of time up here on the computer, more than I should most probably, but as I said before, it's my personal hobby. Luckily these things I do not have to back them anywhere, because this is a dolly, and you've seen me try to back with a fixed axle, let alone a dolly. It's not a pretty sight. Oh, I did leave myself... yeah, I did leave myself... I was just thinking when I come to the chaff, I want to make sure I left myself room to get round there. As for other models, I wanted to... I don't think we'll see. I know we ain't going to see gearbox. Mowgli's already announced that it's just too much work, and as most of the vehicles that have been used in farming sim now use CVT gearbox, there's not the same need. Okay, there'll be a lot of mods which will be coming out with conventional gearboxes, but probably not enough for the warrant the time it's going to take them to do it. Well, he's already brought out, of course, the better keyboard steer, which I'm using on here, which I'm using on 19. Decker, I haven't seen anything yet. Decker had actually said that'd be stuff that he wants to do for his own use. He will mod. Don't say enough close to that. Well, this could be fun. I can't back, so I'm gonna have to turn around. Get back in the tractor. I don't want to run on the crop if I can help it. Coming a bit closer. I think one of those ones I have to start off manually, is it? But more likely, as we say, let's just get this up there. Pipe in, turn on now. No, not according to that. Alright, how do you empty it then? Oh, apparently we're still not over the trailer. Which begs the question, where is the trigger? I wonder if that's because those straps are in there. Oh, perhaps this one just don't work with it. Have we found a mod was not working? Either the combine or the trailer. Well, that certainly doesn't seem to want to work. Let's try. Let's try another trailer. A lot of these mods are not the best in the world. A lot of them are thrown out errors. So I'm not overly surprised when stuff just doesn't work. Not certain where I've got another. Oh, I've got one connected to the other tractor. Well, I was thinking I'd get quite a bit of the other one done, but perhaps not. We'll just drop that off there. Can't remember how many trailers I've got on there. Let's have a look. I'm not using that one. That's somewhere, but that's no good. Well, this is grind trailer. Oh, we've got the man trailer. Or the MAN trailer, I should say. I've got these ones somewhere. That looks about it, yeah. Could try the MAN, I think it'll fit on here alright. Whatever I've done with it, of course, that's the other burning question. What have I done with it? Oh, we've got this trailer here now. Why don't we try this one next? Looks very similar to the one we just tried, but who can tell? I certainly can't. Very similar. It's just the same base trailer. Oh well. Well, I've got it on the hurling. I'll take the hurling up there. If this works, all well and good. If it doesn't, I'll leave the earth just ticking over. I have actually got the the wooden one somewhere, as well as the MAN. Oh, well. try not to run over the visitors. This will be staying open as a museum, but I will be working on it after this harvest is completed. Right, let's see now. Will this one work? If this will work, I'll change the tractors over. Yes, this one works. Only the other one doesn't. Right. Go back to the Ursus. Quick as we go through here. As is normal with one of my videos, we get something goes wrong right from the start. I can hear it. Which means it could be anywhere within 100 yards. Up here, yeah. One of those things I kept meaning to do a bit late now, and that was actually to go in the giant's head there in here and just see if I can quiet it down a bit. And on 15 there was, if you got in the giant's head, that you could find it where you could quieten sounds down, but not certain if 17 done the same. Certainly on map stuff you could find a bit quieter, so I'm assuming it'd be the same on mods. Come on, George. Oh, we did it. Oh, we're about halfway through, so we should get a start on the other. I was using all John Deere for the others. Use the John Deere Harvester and the John Deere Model A, and keep this with my carton. This up again. It's got it. Mind you, if I'd have gone the other way, I could have got straight to the car, but never mind. I had to come in on the wrong side to make sure I get the right thing. Oh, we must have filled it. Oh well. Not to worry. No, we haven't. Ah. I think we almost filled it, but not quite. What's there now? Alright, let's get back into cab and oh, wrong one. One or two things I will miss with no gearbox, part of the gearbox thing itself, but it was the multiple cruise controls. And the easiest way I found of anybody to get them set up. I use the cruise control mod, but that's not as easy to set up or as good, I don't think. Not that any of this really matters now with the end of 17. But we just I guess I get I finished this one up as promised. You can't really, can you actually see? You can't really see through the side glasses. This is noisy. But if anybody does that for 19, I'll grab a example of it and wrestle it to what I want. Funny that other trailer didn't work. Confused me that. There we go. Right, this is done. This one is done. So I'm going to leave that here. Shut it all up. Shut it all. Before we do anything else now, we're going to empty this. Better not go that way, I'll run into the combine. I don't really want to do that. Here we are, all off a 12 mile an hour, 11 mile an hour. No, not the quickest in the world by any means. Remember which, I think I left, I think I put the silos on the right hand side if we come through, and we'll find out anyway. We could use this, but that's a sell point this now, it's the old silos. No, I didn't, I put them on the other side. Ha! The fool. That's right near the workshop. That's coming back to me now. It's annoying when you place something and you can't remember where you placed it. Ah, there it is. And it looks like the steam room's going well. That's the sauna in there. Whole mod cons. Whoops, no, I better just get on here and try and remember how you operate this now. Ah. Open doors, there we are. No, we should just about run in there and tip. I haven't used these, but that's LS Modern Company, so they should work. Well, they look like they're working. Yeah, tipping. I can go forward a bit more. Make sure it actually goes in there. That's done. So we just see how we close these covers. I'd rather not have them left open. There we are. You can tell that LS Modern Company, all that stuff is Tech Farm. That's our own brand. Next thing is find the Model A and get that going. But first we'll get this back onto the field, then we're going to look for the other bits and pieces. Oh yes, well, we've just come up to Christmas. I hope everybody's all excited. And I hope that Santa Claus brings you what you want, not what you deserve. Usually brings what I deserve, which is nothing, but yes, I say I get what I deserve. Well, because we ain't got gearbox, we ain't got handbrake on, no. The hunt. Shit, I haven't left it here anywhere now. That tractor I brought had narrow wheels which didn't work. Pick up. Like Ursus, you can hear that all over the farm. It should soon die. There it goes. I went half quiet now, Mum. Oh, did I leave the Model A this way? And that didn't work. It was really interesting to find what things worked and what didn't. And this should work now. Well, there's the harvester. What did I do with the Model A? Did I put it back? Did I put my toy back in the box? Did I leave it? Didn't leave it there. Didn't put it back there. Not there or there. Now, if I was anybody at all, I'd have all this all ready and I'd know exactly where everything was. Flat chance of that. Well, there's the other two trailers. One minute, no. That's up forward. That's still working. Well, I have to go around the outside. Speed things up, it's just... Huh. Did I leave it here? I think I looked in there, didn't I? Well, I'm going to have to cheat slightly. Ah, here we are. That's up here. We will just get started on the harvest. This is where the work. I've done to slow this thing down. We'll see whether it's got rid of the power at the thing. I didn't want the power to change. I just want the speed. But I fear I might have overcooked it. We'll soon find out. Oh, turn the frame rate off. No, I don't really want to see that anymore. Well, this, of course, is Willow River Farm by Darren Castle. Excellent map. I have played the full map, full size, but that was when I was doing a little bit of testing for Darren. I don't know why, but he trusted me to do some testing. Fool. I haven't heard whether he's doing anything. He did do a very, very good tent mod. It's on PCSG. If you want a cheap farmhouse or cheap spawn point for 19, go to PCSG and pick up his tent mod. It's excellent. It really is. It's a small footprint. Got everything you need. Cooking area. Well, it's got a fire. I think there's a stove there. There's a cool box. There's a chemical toilet. Everything you want. Oh, two bedrolls in it. Like home from home. But that acts as a spawn point, and it also acts as somewhere you can sleep overnight. So it works just like the farmhouse. But at 500 units of currency, plus whatever costs for it in. And that's where I'd say get the place anywhere mod. That saves you having to mess about with giants. I think I can't help feeling they shot themselves a little bit in the foot with that placeables. Excellent idea. Except they made it too restrictive. You put something in, you can't get something within what seems half a mile of it. Okay, exaggeration there, but you place anywhere you can place things close together and they work still. Now, which side is this thing? that's this side. So I'm going to need the F1 because I've got unfold. Yes, unfolded. This only has about a ton capacity, so we're not going to get. Not sure this has got a ton. We're fine. I haven't used this since I put the unit mod on here. Alright, turn on. Try to make this bark a bit. I've got a feeling I may have. Oh no, I haven't. I thought I'd beggar it. I haven't. That's because that was too low, my cruise speed. I don't want to go too quick with this. No, that's not. This house, 50,000. Is that actually picking anything up? Alright, why aren't you picking anything up? You should be. Ah, I'll say this is. Turn off, like that. Well then, no. Yeah, it's ready, so why aren't you doing that? Come on. Don't say this is messed up now. No, what about the tractor then? What's the next crop we've got here? Let's try this one. I haven't got anything in there, no. What's that? That's fold, that's unfold. Oh, this is a good start. This one looks ready. Let's see what it does with this one. Well, that's supposed to. Let's add some wheat in there. What is this crop? Oh, hold on. What is this? Wheat. This is wheat. No, it's not. It's rye. Ah. I wonder if that's not set to do rye. I think we might have found a problem. This is only set to do standard crops. Right, let's carry on then. We'll find out why in the end. Oh, don't go in there. We've got crop destruction on. This has only took a bit of hammering when I tried to spray it. Fertilizer. First lap using this is a nightmare, especially if using a British style farm. Aldridge Museum is, as we have plant close to the hedge. Better. Yes, we've got two of them going now. So those rye, I have to use the, if I want to cut that, I have to use the other combine. Or have a look in the XML file or your newer file on here and just add rye to it. Shouldn't be any problem. That's I only want to show off the different harvest machinery. This thing holds so little already. We're not going at full rate yet. Right, this 4mm is max. Well, you wouldn't expect much more than that, so really. Be honest about it. And this is one of those things, you can't split the field, you can't go the wrong way around, you can only go one way. Because if you try to go the other way, you're going to damage a lot of the crop. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to go straight across there, we're going to start to straighten this edge up to make it easier. I think what we'll do is we'll get a tank full, or try to get a tank full, and that will be it for this episode. And what I found, once you get this sort of stage, it's quicker not to try to do the two ends, just leave those and just bypass them and go straight to the other downside, other long side. There's another lovely mod, this is Cast Night SOB modding. The whole outfit here is SOB, or Cast Night even more so. I'm afraid I won't bother to finish this off. Finish this field off, I just get one load out. Interesting to see what this holds in tonnage. Then I want to move on to the next stage, which I think will be about day 6 or 7. Well, we're into being 7. It'll probably be day 8. We have to move on to get the rest of the stuff ready. See, this isn't the quickest of tasks. It all works nicely because this field was not fully fertilised and we just run into things which it shouldn't be. And actually, if we stop here, it destroys some of the field. As soon as you stop, the paddle stops. It's not driven by the engine, it's driven off the wheels, or off a wheel. One of the wheels on the harvester actually drives the paddles. I must take this bit off here. So we're doing that. Another thing I've got to hope is we'll actually unload it with the trailer we're using. I'll put the spout out now. You can see the spools there. Get back, get back. Oh yeah, not destroying too much of it. It's because I'm outside the cab at the moment. My excuse for every bit of bad driving, I'm out of the cab, mate. I told quite a bit, and I say this wasn't anywhere near fertilised. So what else we got to cut. Well, we've got both lots of maize to do. We'll do about half a field of each in the next episode, hopefully. Then we've got potatoes and beef. So we'll try and get those done and all. Hopefully they won't be too worried about the rain, looking at the weather forecast. But I can go into the XML files and just change that if necessary. I have the technology. Right, well, I think we'll stop there and we'll put that off. Go and pick up the Ursus. Just offload that and we'll call it an episode. Go around so I come round. Hopefully the easiest way to do it. Now we're making smoke. These things, if there's an oil you can compress, these things can burn it. Might chuck out a lot of noxious, nasty gases though. I'm going to come out of cabs because it's not the easy. I'm hoping that isn't too high at the front. Oh, I missed it. So worried about... Ah, no. Oh, here we go. The beauty of dollies. I love dollies. Oh, well, we can offload like this. There we are. It all works, as you can see, when you get the right crop. So with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Have a very happy holiday, and I hope you all have a very good and prosperous new year. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Oh, if you want to leave a like on this video, there's no need to be, you know, frightened to leaving a like. I like likes. Sounds like some teenager there. Just take this out of the way. Turn that off. Alright, go and just take this back, tip this little bit out, check this. This will tip in there. Well, no need, we ain't got a load yet anywhere near. Oh, look out. Gonna destroy crop. Oh, we can destroy crop there. Oh, most strange. Right. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions? Well, suggestions a bit of a waste of time now because the series is coming to an end. Feel free to post them. Oh, we might as well. I've got my screenshot. I read every comment and I try and reply to everyone, or at least acknowledge said comment. There we go. That's a screenshot. And as with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.